Everyone wants to play fast on the guitar, yet so many people have developed horrible habits that prevent them from getting the speed they want. Today's video is about the 5 things that are holding you back from becoming fast at the guitar. So if you want to play praise breaks and bumps, something like this, we're going to talk about the 5 common mistakes people do to prevent them from playing fast. The first thing people never do when they pick up the guitar is they don't stretch. Let me ask you something. If you went outside and wanted to go for a run around the neighborhood, what would you first do? What was the first thing you'd do? You'd probably do a little jog and maybe a little stretch. You don't start off out of the gate sprinting as fast as you can. Yet that's what so many people do on the guitar. They just start trying to play as fast as possible without warming up their ligaments, without warming up their muscles. And that's one of the things that is holding you back. So here is a practical stretch. Take it from a guy whose brother had tendonitis for 2 years and couldn't play his instruments, right? My brother had tendonitis for 2 years. He tried every stretch under the sun, and this is one of them that is the most effective. And I'm gonna show it to you right here. You're gonna take your arm, your left arm, put it out straight like this. Take your right arm, go like this. Push your fingers down so that you can straighten all of this, okay? Same thing on the other side, okay? You're going to stretch for 2 to 3 minutes before you start playing, okay? Before you start playing, warm up, stretch your body out. Don't just go cold turkey into the fastest possible thing and then beat yourself up because you can't do it. Because realistically, most people can't on just a cold, stale, stiff body. The second common mistake that folks do that is holding them back from playing the guitar is not playing up to tempo, not playing at the speed they need to. This is going to go against the grain, and I'm sure I'm going to have a lot of comments. But so many guitar teachers tell you, oh, practice slow and gradually speed it up. But while that's a logical way of thinking about it, it doesn't actually work, because I'm sure you've tried this technique and you have seen no results. You just play slow and eventually speed it up. Well, after years of trying to speed it up, nothing happens. So I am going to throw a wrench in the system and give a new way to practice speed that is founded in science. Humans are gifted with neuroplasticity. That means that you are able to perform a task and you might not be good at it at first, like language, like juggling. But after time, your brain starts forming synapses and forming connections that'll allow you to do this task. So I want you to think of playing fast more like juggling in the sense that you can't slow that thing down. You're just gonna fail for 50 times. And then on the 51st time, you're going to execute what you need to do, okay? So once you get a pattern or a riff down that you want, bring it up to speed. 140, 150 BPM. Don't lollygag in this like no man territory, because you're gonna find zero progress and you're gonna find that you waste time. The third most common mistakes guitar players make when trying to gain speed. You want to make the drums, you want to make the percussion loud. Okay, so in gospel music, drums are the front and center. Bass, piano, guitar is like the little sprinkle on top, okay? So the sprinkles, you don't want too many sprinkles. If you have the entire cake baked out of sprinkles, it's gonna be kind of nasty, right? So in the same sense, you want drums to be the loudest when you're practicing. That way you can lock into the click. You can grip the click and you can grip the drum set so that you don't ever feel lost, okay? That's a big one. Most people feel like, oh, I feel good at a slow tempo, but then I start bumping it up and I lose it. I feel lost, And in order to prevent feeling lost, this is a great way to remedy that, is just have your drums louder than your guitar. This brings me to my next point, and this is a big one that I tell my students. The fourth most common reason people are being held back from getting faster on the guitar is they've been hearing the drums and hearing the metronome in their head incorrectly their entire life. Most people do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So check this out. If you want to find the click, you've got to do it on the 2 and 4. the thing about that track is it has the claps built in for you, but you'll see that when you hear a drum beat, you shouldn't be clapping on the 1 and the 3, or clapping like if it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's a big problem is people play and perform with their metronome on the 1 and the 3. Now, the 1 and the 3 might be fine for slower tempos, but in order to get that backbeat, that groove, and never lose the click, you need to have the metronome on the 2 and the 4. That is such a common mistake. And if nobody points it out to you, it's not one of those things that would be remedied because you're never going out to a jam session and hearing a metronome. You're just going to feel lost. So you have to stop the nonsense at the source. You have to start practicing with the metronome on the 2 and the 4. You have to start hearing the click in the right place because most people, I'd say 95% of folks, hear it in the wrong place. I heard it in the wrong place for a while, and I also got lost. But now that you know this information, you won't ever get lost again. The 5th reason people are not able to play fast, I'm talking fast, is they're playing stiff. They're not playing relaxed. And this all goes back to not stretching, but also they stiffen up. They look like the Tin Man, in Wizard of Oz. They look like they need some oil. The way to start being more relaxed is to do it more. Start playing at faster tempos more. And that goes back to an earlier point, is that most folks are playing in this comfort zone and they never actually have to play fast until it's game time. But you got to practice like it's game time. The way you become relaxed is literally through repetition. You're going to want to do this stuff at a speed. And trust me, when I wake up and I do my stretch and then I start playing, it's a little wonky at first. It's a little out of sorts. But once you start locking in for 5 minutes, you'll start to see yourself, really come into your own. And you're going to start to see yourself having that confidence to play at that tempo because it doesn't feel foreign. It doesn't feel like something you have to do, during showtime. But, oh, man, I never have practiced this, so I feel uncomfortable. If this has helped you, you're going to want to check out my gospel course. I'm going to link that in the description. Now that you have mastered this skill, you're going to want to check out how to play praise breaks at a blazing fast tempo.